What's up, guys? Welcome to Q&A Tuesday, where basically we answer all of life's questions, or at least as they relate to hunting and videography and stuff like that. So basically all life questions. But today's question comes to us from Casey Lyon, who asked us what is our go-to main camera setup for hunting. So we're gonna address that today. First of all, everyone has to start somewhere. Right here, I've got a couple of the cameras that we started with. Before Hallowed Ground, this is what I shot on. Like, this is the camera that I started video production on. This is a Canon T2i, which is the first DSLR that I ever bought. And this baby filmed B-roll and stuff like that for seasons 1 and 2 of Hallowed Ground Outdoors. I mean, just a simple camera like this that you can jump on eBay and probably get now for a couple $100 is a great place to start, and still a valuable tool. So that's kind of where it all started, and here's kind of where we are today. Here is my rig that we brought to the tree stand each and every day, and this is the Sony a7S II. It has 4K internally. It also shoots 120 frames per second slow motion, which obviously adds a lot to the quality and of your film and your production. So great camera. The absolute best thing about it for me is the low light capabilities. The A7S II and the A7S as well, they're just absolute low light beasts. And obviously it's lightweight, it's portable. It's a great camera for in the tree. A couple things that you'll see that I have mounted on here. First of all this is a Varavon battery pack, and one of the downsides about, I think, Sony cameras in general, the DSLR cameras, is their battery life is absolutely awful. Never, as long as we do our job and have it charged going into the field, it's going to last the whole entire day, easy. So this was a great purchase for us, because we never had to worry about batteries. On top of the camera right now, and we're going to put links to a lot of this gear down in the description, but on top of this camera is a Sony recording device. I've been so pleased with the quality of audio that comes out of this adapter right here, and it's simple. You know, there's no external batteries, nothing that has to power this. So as long as your camera's on and has batteries, you know that this is obviously recording sound. I have still got, these are Sennheiser G2, which is they're the wireless mics that we use, and they're a few series old, but these things have been absolute workhorses. I mean, around the world, these things have been packed and dropped and thrown and in bad conditions, and they still just keep on cranking. So they work perfect for us. As far as moving into lenses, I wish that there was a perfect lens, and there really isn't. My favorite lens for anything right here, this is the Canon 70-200 2.8. This is an incredibly high quality piece of glass. Where it gets really tough is in a tree, because you know, when it's all the way backed out at 70, it's still too tight to do an interview. Use this a lot in B-roll and interviews, and a lot when we're sitting in a ground blind situation or a food plot where you know the deer are going to be 20-30 yards out. The lens that we use more often than not in the tree stand is this Sony lens, and this is a 24-240. And the reason that I like this lens is because of the focal range that it has. It allows us to shoot our interviews, to shoot our B-roll in the tree, and then to reach out and touch something if a deer is, 60-70 yards away. Now, we do run a second angle in the tree a lot, and obviously we shoot a lot of B-roll stuff. And right here this is the Canon 16-35 2.8, so a little bit wider angle, great for in the car, great for walking to the tree, and great for whatever we're running as a second angle camera. This is the arm that we use in the tree stand. When you start working into some of those lighter camera arms, when they're fully extended, you get a lot of bounce, and that's something that I just hate. And for the difference in weight to how it's gonna look on camera once it's recorded, I hate the bounce. So I just kept using the Muddy Boss Hog system. Just picked this thing up this summer. This is the DJI Mavic drone. Been really pleased with it for the most part. The reason that I got this was because of the portability and packability. Obviously, to be able to put a drone in a case this big, throw it in a Pelican when we travel, throw it in a backpack when we're in the mountains, stuff like that. It just gets us into places with a drone that we can't typically go. So we would use this less in a production setting and more in a hunting situation. So that concludes today's Q&A Tuesday. Casey, thanks for sending in the question, buddy. We're gonna send you out an HGO truck decal. Again, send us your questions. whatever they may be or relate to, shoot us a message on Instagram or Facebook, and we will sort through them and try to answer them for you guys next week.